Hi, Silver Blue coming to you from inside the studios at Silver Blue's Retrocade. It is Wednesday, June 4th, 2025. This is another edition of the Ramblings of Silver Blue. Bringing you up to date, last night about 7 p.m., I released on the music channel, youtube.com/@thesilverbluemusic, the very first official remix ever done to one of my songs, a track that Cassandra and I recorded for the Retrocade called Neon Dreams. New York DJ Scorpio took and remixed it for celebration of Pride Month, where we celebrate unity, diversity, and danceability. And I think that he did an absolutely banging job on it. So if you get a chance, I'll link it down below, and you can go over and check it out if you so desire. It's something that if I had to pick one track on my album to be remixed, that would definitely not have been the one that I would have chosen. But he did a great job on it. So, in other news here, I have received equipment and I've received other stuff that we're going to talk about. It is now less than 2 months before the companion album is released. It's an album called Get Back to Me, and I have some promos over here that we're going to unbox. But in the meantime, more importantly, when I did the live stream, I learned that I had a problem of forgetting to unmute the microphone or mute the microphone, depending on where I was at. Well, I got this nifty little 2-key keyboard. There's a white key and a black key. Guess what? Talk, mute. Talk, mute. Very easy for me, and I can't screw it up. So that will be one that I will be programming and using for the next live stream. I also received a miniature keyboard, which has every key that's on here is fully programmable, and so I can have it set up for various transitions and things like that, which are actually going to be quite nice. And the keycaps are all replaceable, and both of these have the style of breathing keyboard that my regular keyboard has to wear. As you can see, it's basically a gaming keyboard, but I like it because it changes colors and it makes me happy. And so I got those in. That's something for me to play around in my spare time, is if I have any. And we are now less than 2 months out from the companion album, Get Back to Me, being released. I don't want to call it a follow-up to Falling In, Falling Out, but definitely a companion piece. And I've been hard at work on 2 videos that aren't just visualizations and or lyric videos. So the very first one of those for the title track, Get Back to Me, or actually the song is called Back to Me off the album Get Back to Me, will be released at midnight on July 1st on the music channel. I'll link it down below because you can actually have YouTube give you a reminder that it is going to be released. And now the fun stuff. We get to unbox what just was delivered about an hour ago. So it's been hard for me to sit on this and not open it. But first things first. This is a set of promo CDs. And I have great hopes for these. This is the same company that did the promo CDs for Falling In, Falling Out. And they did an excellent job with those. Now, the actual release of the physical media is being made by disc makers. And that should be coming in sometime between the 16th and the 23rd of June. But I wanted to make sure that I had some, because there are going to be some people that I am not going to be seeing again before the album is released. And I wanted to make sure that I was able to get a promo copy out to them. And so they taped it to where nothing would get damaged, and that's a nice thing. So let's see here. There we go. Ooh. There are 10 CDs, but we'll take one. And set you all back there. There is Get Back to Me. I have a problem with actually seeing it because the monitor behind you is behind Ed is being reflected. But it's full color, as you can see. Hold on a second. Let me do this. Let me turn off this monitor. There we go. And I'll turn that monitor on. So, okay. So, and we just got to pick up. There we go. Okay. So that is the album. Get Back to Me, which you've seen the album cover out and about. And there's the back of it. And being that it is the first promo, and I'm saving my fingernails this time. Well, maybe. It does not want to open. It's like, no, the embargo has not been released on this. Aha, I still got into it. So now this, like the last set of promos, is missing 2 of the photo pages from the album because the promo company only does a front and back insert sleeve and not the 4-panel sleeve that comes in the full version. And turn the CD around. So we have the front and the acknowledgement page. And then we have the silkscreened printed album for Get Back to Me. So this is a 24-track album. It does not have a Retrocade recap on it. The album was written, if I'm not mistaken, between February and March. No, March to May, pardon me. Except for, it says, except for Luminous Basement 1, which was written in January of 1986. There is, in fair disclosure here, there is a track on here called Driftwood, the definitive version, which, if I'm not mistaken, is track 3. Driftwood, the definitive version, comes from a poem that I wrote when I was in high school, and it was published in the Seafarer magazine in April of 1987. Now, I own the copyright on it as well, but I did not list it as being written in a time other than when the album was written, because unlike Luminous Basement 1 that is on this, Driftwood was never written as an actual song. It was written as a poem. So that's why it does not get the classification otherwise. Now, the big news. The one, the only. Elastic Records from the UK. They did a great job on Falling In, Falling Out. And they did, hopefully, as equally a good job on the vinyl copy. Now, as you know, CDs hold more data than vinyl does. So I had to take and reduce it from 24 tracks downwards. So what I did was I took the instrumentals off, I took the remixes off, I took the 1 demo track off. I took the version of Falling In, Falling Out, the AOR version that is on this album. I took it off and I reduced it down to, I think, 10 tracks. And I ended up with 14 seconds to spare on this vinyl copy. So let's go ahead and open it and see what it looks like. So, got that done, got that done. Now, here we go. This is exciting. All right. And equally as well packed as Falling In, Falling Out was, here is Get Back to Me, the 1 vinyl copy that exists. And I was right. There are actually, it's 14. There are 14 tracks on here. 7 on side 1, 7 on side 2. And wow. I will admit this. I will admit and say that I am amazed. I am humbled. I never thought that there would be a second album, and now to be working on album number 3, Trillion, which is the working title of it, which I do believe is actually going to be what it's called. I'm in the process of writing the lyrics to a new track on it called Trillion. Subtitle on it is Me, Myself, and I. And the reason it's called Trillion is not because of the number, but because of a type of diamond, which is a triangular cut of diamond. So, all right, now that I've broken the seal on this, let's see what the inside looks like. And we have the acknowledgement page. And we have the cover to starting after the last chapter was written. The Back to Me single. Down here we have Jukebox Memories, Play Me a Heartbreak, the duet between me and Cassandra, and just a various shot that was taken that I liked. And so I really had to take it out and this side one, I always do that, side two. And there are the individual bands. And so I'm pretty much speechless. I have a frame especially for this so that it can go on the wall as well. There's something about having it in the various formats. I mean, it sounds good in digital, and I know it'll sound good on CD, and I know it'll sound even better on vinyl. So I wanted to take a moment and unbox and share with you all what was going on. And now that all of this is done, it is time for me to go and get this posted and then choose tomorrow's quick play and get it recorded and edited and online so it can debut at 5 o'clock in the morning. So I will ask that you remember that you are vital. Someone, somewhere, takes inspiration or finds solace in the fact that you merely exist. I remind you to remain calm through chaos, because life is what happens while you're busy making other plans. And finally, be kind to yourself, because if you can't be kind to yourself, how can you expect to be kind to anyone else? Get out there, do something good for yourself, do something that makes you smile. And if you have the opportunity and the ability, do something kind for someone else. Remember, happiness starts with you. Silver Blue, over and out.